Butter my buns and call me a biscuit. Look who stopped by to see me today. How you doing? Hey guys, a couple of you asked me about a multi-tool. And anybody who's ever used a multi-tool, you know how flimsy they are and how undependable they are. And I was kind of skeptical about doing any kind of review on this one, but after I got it, I love it. It's geared toward weapon assist you in putting optics on a weapon, operating an AR-15. It's mostly geared toward the AR-15s, AR-10s, stuff like that. But man, this thing is cool. Check this out. This is called the Leatherman Mut. It says right there. And this thing is awesome. It is sturdy, heavy. And we'll start with this right here. Needle nose pliers, regular pliers, wire cutter. In here is crimpers, and I think you could use that as a stripper as well, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. That right there, a lot of times, all this right here is worth its weight in gold. But let's get to the other neat stuff. Now, I want you to just pay attention to this for a second, okay? You squeeze that, there's no play, none. It's just open, shut. It's awesome. You get a really good bite on whatever it is. And that's another thing. Some of these other multi-tools that I've used before, when you grasped it, you couldn't get a full bite on something. This thing, I mean, it closes all the way, and it's just pretty nice. Okay, now let's get to the knife. It's got a little opening right there so that you can open this one-handed. And look at this knife, man. It is really nice. It locks in place using that cross-lock technology. I think Buck is the first one that started that. I'm not sure, but you can operate that one-handed. And coming from the factory, it's not real sharp, but they sent a little sharpener with it, and it doesn't do too bad. It actually put a really nice edge on there. So now on the other side of that is a saw that you can use the same way, and it also locks into place. No play. That's really nice. Now you've got 6 different screwdriver attachments on this. Flathead, or large flathead, large
Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips head. And to get that out of there and utilize it, it's got something there to keep it from sliding out. You just push that, and this will slide out. I don't know, can you see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
That'll slide out, and you can use that. And I'll show you where that goes here in just a second. On the other side, if you push it out, it's got a little indent right there on the pocket clip, which is titanium, I believe, where you can do the same thing with that attachment, only that's Torx and Allen, I think. And then you have the small Phillips and standard. So you got 6 different screwdriver attachments. Okay. Now here's where we get into the AR-15. Right here You know what a pain in the butt it is when you're trying to break down that AR-15 using your finger or the tip of a bullet? Right there. That solves all your problems. Well, now you can take this off, and right on here you can put the end of a cleaning rod. I think that's just something special. And then for cleaning, this is bronze, and you use it to scrape carbon off of your bolt, on the inside of the rifle, and being bronze, it won't scratch up your finish. So that's cool. Then on this side, you have a place where you can put a cleaning rod as well, and that way you can use it as a handle. Now in here, right here, is a cutting tool. I think of it like cutting a seat belt. You know, could put it in there, cut it off, or clothing, stuff like that. You have a carabiner clip, so you can hook it on a D-ring, and there it is. But that carabiner clip can also be, this is a bottle opener, you know, for those weekends spent fishing. The bottom of the cutting tool here, can be used as a hammer. This thing is the epitome of awesomeness. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. Oh, I missed one. The bolt override tool. Ah, you let me forget, Mr. Cameraman. The bolt override tool. We've all had those stubborn rounds that wouldn't go in the chamber and had a hard time coming out. You stick this right in where the bolt goes, jerk back, ready to rock and roll. So, I mean, this is an invaluable tool, in my opinion, and I've used it for little things. I even couldn't wait to use this thing here, the breakdown pin on the AR-15, so I tested that. That works great. I love it. I mean, it just goes right on through. There's no halfway and then try to pull it out the other side. You just, this thing, I'm telling you, is an invaluable tool to take with you. Optics, stuff like that, you need to adjust or tighten down. This is it. You need to break your weapon down. This is it. You need to clean your weapon. This is it. I'm telling you, I've never seen a multi-tool that's been better suited for the shooter. This is what you want. We'll put that right there. They also sent with this a little wrench, because some scopes use the 1/2 inch and 3/8 nuts on the fastening thingy, technical terms, but they also sent it's a molly module. You know, you can put it on a molly vest, or you know, down around the side, and where you store it, you can store it up here in the strap, or you can store it in the front here, or right behind that. They're both about the same height, so it doesn't matter where you store it in the front. I like to keep it in the front because back here it has a tendency to poke you in the side when you're doing things. But I really like this thing. I carry this thing on my belt just like that through there, and I've used it for all kinds of stuff so far. you can't go wrong with this, really. I mean, don't go trying to pry a 2,000-pound car off a peanut with this, because it's not going to do the job. But for cutting your way through something, you want to cut a branch off a tree, you want to break down your weapon, you want to clean your weapon, you want to attach something to your rifle. Really, there's not much more that can be said about this. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than most multi-tools, a little heavier, a lot more rugged, sturdy, and dependable, I would say. Now, these are about $150. If you look, you can find them for right around $100 on eBay. So give it a try. Let me know what you think of it. And I appreciate you guys watching. Stay safe. Be careful. We'll catch you next time.